We cannot like what we are hearing, Jeff and PLO, because most of the time I'm hearing what I would call duck speak, the glottalic cackling of the duck. That these fellows, as they articulate what they say they are articulating, I begin doubting whether the brain is even engaged and whether the brain is even aware that the throat is cackling, and I'm just hearing a cacophony of sounds. I'm not hearing any meaningful and useful, as we have said, promissory agenda. I'm seeing a devolution of political parties. I'm seeing empty shells that are being sent to devolved outlying parts of the country. And I'm seeing those devolved shells being followed up and being brought back to the center and getting into contractual agreements by the patron. I'm even worried about the idiom and notion of a patron who now superimposes himself straddling a number of political parties like Mobutu Sese Seko, trying to ride 3 horses and saying, I'm above party politics. And I'm particularly concerned and worried and sharing in PLO's apprehension about the fact that these parties have been rusticated. You have a DAP which is sent to Western Kenya. You don't hear about it anywhere else in the country, in spite of the fact that the law is very clear. You are supposed to be present in at least 24 counties. You are supposed to have physical offices that are functional in those 24 counties. You are supposed to have at least 1,000 legitimately registered members in those parties in 24 counties. And without a doubt, that is not there. This conglomeration and collectivization in a rather primitive manner of these things, which are then brought to the center. And Kalonzo Musyoka is telling us that we are going to have a 3-legged stool. And I proceed with Azimio, of course, knowing very well that the reflection, the mirror image of that is also being seen in Kenya Kwanza. And at some point when you ask a question, I think you asked that of camera, Azimio or Kenya Kwanza, at some point it's like we are going to have to make a very difficult choice, because vote we must when the time comes. Even if we don't vote, one of these two is going to take power. Are we going to choose whether we should be eaten by the jackal or whether we should be eaten by the fox?
But eaten we will be.
Either way.
Either way. And